This video is brought to you by EvoClub Car Wash. Our motto is service and solutions. You can bring your car to us for deep cleaning, shining, full-on restoration, or just a regular wash. Whatever it is you need help sorting out on your car, we are more than happy to assist. To get in touch with us, drop us a line on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp us on the number on your screen now. This is the new facelifted BMW G20 3 Series that's now officially launched in Malaysia. And the variant that you're looking at here is the 330i. Now, there'll be more variants to come at a later date, but as of today, BMW Malaysia has announced only 3 variants: the 320i, the 330e, and the 330i that you see here. Engines are the same as before, all of them running the 2-liter B48 twin power turbo engine, 184 horsepower for the 320i, 292 horsepower combined for the 330e plug-in hybrid, and 258 for the 330i here. Mechanically, the same as before. Trim levels, all of them now standard M Sport trim. Okay, 320i M Sport, 330e M Sport, 330i M Sport, and they even all of them come with the same rims. So from the outside, they all look the same. They all look the same, okay, except for the badge. Of course, if it's the 330e, there will be the charging gate there, and also the 320i misses out on these large M Sport brakes, but otherwise everything else is the same. Okay, so let me just bring you on a closer look here with this 330i M Sport vehicle. Now, first comment are the headlights. I like these headlights much better than the pre-facelift car, to be honest. This, you see, with the pre-facelift G20, right, the standard LED lights somehow look like, they look like you chosen the lower spec headlights. I mean, not that BMW Malaysia gave us a choice, but it looked very obvious when you put the car side by side with the global promotional images, right? It's very obvious that the LED lights chosen for our market were the lower spec of the available headlamps. But now these ones, now that the DRLs fill a bigger length, so to speak, it immediately, it looks more of a high spec headlight. Now, of course, at the top end, there will still be the laser lights, but the good thing is these headlights, they no longer look like the lower spec headlights. Okay, and you look inside, okay, you can see that firstly on the lighting element itself, this wonderful jagged edge detail that gives the DRLs that texture, that premiumness to its appearance. And also there's the additional detail down there. These lights are a big step up from the pre-facelift model. Now, the grille, BMW has chosen to be sensible with the grille. They still maintain the shape of the previous model, but of course they have given this a satin chrome finish here, which looks really, really nice, properly upmarket. Okay, and now we zoom back out to see the whole bumper design. Now, it's a very edgy design, okay, and at the end, at the sides there, okay, they've kept this area painted. So they made this area painted. The black areas of course, there's this large grille black area, blackened part here, but this part they've kept it narrow. So yeah. So here's our first look at the new generation curved combined screen. Remember, Mercedes started this trend of having 2 combined screens on the dash, and so now BMW has taken it another step, whereby they made this a curved design. Now, this curve, there's a lot of debate of this, but I can understand that the deliberate curving of the screen to this direction in a sense harks back to BMW's tradition of having a driver-centric cabin, because what it means is that when you look at this screen, your eyes, okay, your line of sight with the screen is closer to that of being a right angle. You will not, of course, achieve a proper right angle, but it's it sort of like brings the screen more in line with the driver's line of sight. Okay, and you see now they've also made an important change. The climate control is now moved into the screen here. There is no physical climate control button. Okay, there are no physical climate control buttons. It's all oh, okay, fan cannot be demo. So this is the car is now in some demo mode lah. Okay, now the climate control is all here. Let me just try and see if I can access the screen. Wow, look at that. Graphics are nice and crisp. Okay, beautiful color. Apologies that my camera is not capturing the color as it should be, but I mean it's not as intuitive to browse through compared to previous generation iDrives, but I can't fault the color. It's vibrant. Okay, scrolling through the iDrive here. Okay, personal assistant. Hey BMW, turn on the volume.
Sorry, I didn't hear that properly.
Never mind, saw that. We will not explore that any further. So down here, there's a volume control here, and oh wait, the familiar memory buttons are gone. The familiar memory buttons, you know, that BMW has always had, the one where when you put your fingers move near them and they show you the function on the screen, that's gone. That's gone. All right. So here you own, and this is not these are not individual buttons, but it's like one whole panel that as you press it, the whole panel moves. Okay. So there's volume, the windscreen demisters, cancel. All right, so there's a wireless charging tray here, USB port, 12-volt socket and cup holders. Now this one here, honestly, this gear switch, this is really not to my fancy. This, to me, BMW's best gear lever has always been the F generation, you know, or ergonomic gear lever. This one here, like, if you ask me lah, it's like quite tough shock to use this gear, this one. Okay, it's like just a small fiddle button, that's it. So you have sport, comfort, eco, pro drive mode selections here. Now here have a look at the instrument cluster. Yeah, so new generation. So BMW has very quickly abandoned the previous gen full screen LCD design. They revamped the LCD, their instrument cluster design again. Now they have this angular design. I'm still struggling to get used to the previous one. Now they have put in a new one. This honestly is not to my taste either, but I suppose owners will get used to it lah. All right, so here the center console, this is a nice large storage box, okay, with one USB-C port in there. And overall, as I look at the cabin here, the quality, I have to admit, is it's fantastic. The G20 3 Series, actually the new generation G Series BMWs have fantastic interior build quality, and the G20 really is no exception. So we come to the back. I've mentioned this before. The 3 Series, this G20 3 Series is the most spacious 3 Series ever, and it's very comfortable here at the back. I've got about 3 fingers of headroom above me, ample leg room. Now, even though if this is not enough, I've been told that the 330 Li will be introduced at a later date, so you've got to stay tuned for that. Here you've got rear zone climate control. Okay, right, so only single rear zone, but it's still rear zone climate control with 2 USB-C ports. Armrest here with pop-up cup holders, And the isofix mounts here is the lift type. All right, so you can lift the isofix mount. I mean the cover is lift type for you to access the anchors. Okay, now so the 3 Series also has a split folding rear seats, so you can extend the cargo hole if you so need it. Ah, yeah. Okay, and let's just quickly pop open the boot. Okay, so yeah, nice big. The boot is long in its design, so you can, I would think you can load, well, it's a decently sized boot for its class. Okay, this floor, well, BMW certainly didn't seem to build this floor to be raised. There's no gap here for me to lift it up, so it's like you have to really put in the effort. Well, underneath here, that's the battery. There's a tray here, as well as another compartment here. All right, so we are just going to quickly head over there where we have the 330e and the 320i. Okay, so over here, the 330e plug-in hybrid, you still got the M Sport brakes. Here is the engine bay with the 2-liter B48 engine. All right, and we're just going to quickly pop the boot. All right, so you can see here in the 330e, the boot floor is shallower, but you lift this up, there is a hidden compartment in here. So the battery, the hybrid battery, occupies this whole space, and you've got a lid opening to a hidden compartment here. So quite a significant compromise in boot space over the regular petrol model. Okay, but that aside, everything else specs wise is the same. But of course, the BMW logo here in the wheels have this blue surround. Okay, unlike the other models. So here's the 320i. Okay, now first thing to show you is that the brakes are not the non M Sport brakes. These are the standard brakes here, right? But otherwise, the specs, features of this car, same as the 330i and the 330e. Okay, you've got keyless entry all doors. I saw a reverse camera earlier. All right, LED headlamps, and also the same overall M Sport trim. So prices, I've been told, starts at 287,000 ringgit for the 320i. So the 3 Series is no longer cheap. Previously, 3 Series started at 205,000 during the days of the F30 318i. Then with the G20, 320i started at about 240, then 250,000. Now this one, the LCI, starts at 280,000, but they start off from a high place, right? 320i straight away give you M Sport kit as standard, and of course it goes up to the 330e, and then the 330i at 317,000 ringgit. Okay, later on I understand there'll be the 330li. The 330li will be back, and also the M340i. Okay, but until then, we have here today, guys, the 320i, 330e, 330i. Okay, so to wrap up my opinions of the 3 Series, at a glance, I like this new redesign, especially this new front end. Yeah, particularly the way they redesigned the headlights. I like these headlights better than the pre-facelift model, but the cabin really takes some getting used to. The new, once again revamped instrument cluster, digital instrument cluster, that is very jarring for, in my opinion. And also the small gear shift button, that to me also is not BMW to me. But otherwise, looks great. Overall, I think BMW has done a good job specing this car. They have specced this car ambitiously, loaded it with goodies, uh, and, and and made it a properly respectable looking car. All right. So looking forward to have a chance to test drive one of these, whether it's a 320i, 330e, or 330i, and share with you our findings then. Okay. Until my next video. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.